Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to our Oracle X deep dive series. This is a free control software from iConnectivity that allows us to do some really powerful things quite simply. Now, you can see all the previous stuff we talked about in this series by clicking the links below this video. But for this video, I want to talk about presets. This is super important because we can both load, we can rename, we can save presets from Oracle X on our computer, but it also allows us to back up and load presets directly from our computer to our interfaces. And this has become really important, particularly for a lot of students of mine that maybe set things up on one rig and then they go to another rig and need to load those same settings. Really easy, simple to do, and it functions just like it was your previous interface, which is great. It's really helpful for me because I am neurotic about backups. And after I set up a setting for an artist or for a student or for myself, I then back up all those files so I make sure I have them. So let me show you how to do this. First thing we should mention is for all these preset backups, you have to be connected to your computer via USB. So I always keep a USB hub with me in my case so that if I'm working with the system, I can really easily walk up, plug a USB cable in, connect it to my computer, and I'm ready to roll. Okay, all that out of the way. Let's talk about saving presets. Same exact process on all these interfaces, but let's do this on our Mio XM. Okay, so we're going to click into presets. You can see our currently loaded preset is preset 1, and let's save our preset. And we can save preset as, and we can say, okay, let's choose preset 2. We can name this. I'm going to pick something really creative like preset 2 and hit save. Pro tip that I like to do, if you're not going to save individual presets for specific needs, for example, if you've got a complex setting, you want preset 1 to send MIDI to all of your keyboards and preset 2 to only send to your second keyboard, then ignore this advice. But if you're using this, like I think most people, at least most students, most of my clients, most of the ways I've used this is I really just have one preset. But to be safe, here's what I do. I go to save preset as, and I choose save to all presets, and I hit continue so that no matter what preset my device loads up on, I'm going to have the correct settings, which is great. Okay. Now, the other thing we can do is we can actually load a preset specifically to our device, which is great. So we could click load preset and we could say, okay, let's load preset 1 on our interface. We could click yes. Let's load preset 4. All right. We can click that, click yes. And I could do that without having to physically walk over to the device and press the front panel. So this could be really helpful, particularly if you're serving as a playback engineer. You're off stage, stage left. Your maybe Mio XM that's on stage is racked up next to the keyboard player. Just to be safe, you could go in and say, okay, let me make sure they're set for the show. Let's go into presets here. They're on preset 4. Oh, actually, they need to be on preset 1. So let's get them loaded on preset 1 and they're ready to go, which is great. So really helpful to use your interfaces without having to physically be near them. And this becomes even more powerful if your connection is over RTP Ethernet as well, which is great. But let's talk about backup and restore now. This is the piece where you've got to be connected via USB to make this happen. And again, that's why I like carrying around that USB hub. First, let's back up our interface presets to a file here. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to select, let's do all presets. Why not? And I'm going to save this on my desktop because I put everything on my desktop like a wild person. And let's call this Mio XM backup. Okay. We're going to hit save. Now, I'm on a new rig. I'm working with a new artist, or the artist I'm working with got a new Mio XM. We're in a different location with a different setup. I want to start from what I previously did. This is where it's really helpful to restore my interface presets from files. So now I'm going to use this second option here to restore them. We can click this button. You can see on my desktop, there's my Mio XM backup file. We'll click open. We get a little bit of warning saying presets restoring. Please refresh the page when complete. For storing a single preset, please make sure to load the preset once the restore is complete. Get kind of a nice little walkthrough of everything. I didn't click OK. It just took me back to our main page and refreshed everything. And now I have my new Mio XM that's going to function exactly like my previous Mio XM. So what I would encourage you to do is just take a deep dive into presets for all of your devices, kind of practice this, experiment with this. Again, the interface is going to be the same no matter which device we're using. We just have maybe few or more presets based on which device we're using. But that's a deep dive and look at presets, how to load them, how to save them, how to back them up, and how to restore them, all of which are highly important and incredibly, incredibly helpful. So thanks so much for watching this video. Hope it was helpful. Again, you can see all the other videos in this series linked up below this one. If you have any questions that we didn't cover in this video, check out our support page where you'll see all of our knowledge-based articles that will probably solve your question that you have there and give you an answer quite quickly. If that doesn't work, then you can submit a support ticket to reach out to our awesome support team, and they'll be more than happy to help get you up and running and solve your problem. Thanks so much for watching this video. We'll see you on the next one. Let's see what we got up next. We're talking about RTP Network MIDI, and we're going to continue making our way through this deep dive into Auracle X. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.